Manawatu has certainly stepped up tonight, leading 10-3 at half-time. Their support play has left much to be desired, but they are making some good breaks and their defence has certainly been on form tonight. Hopefully they can pick up the support play in the second half and maintain their lead. Let's get back into it. So disappointing loss at the end there. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, very gutted. Yeah, I don't think we really deserved it. We played pretty well, and obviously we let ourselves down right at the end, and that is disappointing. That's life and that's footy. But yeah, I think our boys played pretty well. I'm pretty proud of their efforts, and yeah, feel pretty hurt for the boys inside because I know they're hurting.
Support play was a bit lacking in the first half, but it definitely did progress well throughout the game.
Yeah, I think our ball carriers made a little bit of yardage, and at times we probably weren't desperate enough to get around them and get on the ball. We're probably lucky enough to not concede the turnovers, but we definitely talked about it at half time, and it was one of our focuses going into the second half.
How much of a difference did it make to the squad's confidence having the experience of Johnny Leota back on the field?
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's played a lot of footy. He's a great talker. I know he was puffing a lot out there. He was pretty tired. Only his second game back, but yeah, he's a pretty important part of that back line. He tackles really well and he talks really well as well.
So last game in the home season, how do you feel the year's gone?
It's been really frustrating. It's been disappointing to come within a couple of points of two of the top teams, Canterbury and Waikato, and not quite get across the line. Yeah, it's really disappointing. We've had a couple of lows with Northland and stuff like that, so it's been an up and down season. Hopefully the boys learn a lot and we come back next year and we're stronger for it.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you for that, Grant. We'll see you next year.
No worries. Thanks a lot.
So disappointing loss in the end there.
Oh yes, gutting. I'm really pleased with the boys. They fronted bloody well against one of the top sides in the country, and Waikato pretty much at full strength. So in the end we should have won that, and bloody disappointing. But I can't fault the effort.
The defence was really tight tonight, but that's something that's been progressing quite well throughout the season. Are you happy with the progression it has made?
Yeah, I mean the Waikato side's towed up a lot of teams recently. They scored about 7 tries against Northland and got about the same amount last week against Otago, and so they're a real handful. And so for a big chunk of the game, we got off the line, we put a lot of pressure on them, created a lot of errors, and so yeah, so that's been pleasing, and we used some ball reasonably well tonight and created a few opportunities for ourselves. So a lot of positives, but shit, in the end we finished second, so it's disappointing.
The Aaron Cruden and Aaron Smith combination worked really well out there today.
Yeah, they're both good players, and Aaron Smith's off to the Highlanders for Super 14s or Super 15 next year. So both the young fellas are playing at that next level. So you'd expect them to be pretty dominant, and they've been going well, and obviously probably be without Aaron Cruden next week, assuming they name him in the All Blacks, which they should. So we'll plan to be without him.
Well, it wasn't just then, the whole team did really step up and play well as a unit tonight. Do you think that was an influence, though, with having experienced players like Leota back on the field?
Yeah, it was great to have Johnny out there. He's destructive with and without the ball, and he'd be pretty knackered. He hadn't played much footy lately, and to have 80 minutes for him was great. But I think a lot of guys fronted pretty well, and we lost a couple of key guys at crucial times, unfortunately. Callum Gibbons only lasted about 10 minutes, and then we lost Gosler just after half time. So from that point of view, the guys fronted really well. Like I say, we can't fault the effort, but in the end, you're judged by the end result, I guess.
How much of a difference will it make to the squad next year not having Bruce there?
Oh, he's been fantastic to work with from my point of view, and he's a legend in Manawatu rugby. I think he played 108 games, but he sat on the bench for about 50 others, and he's obviously been involved from a coaching point of view a year longer than me. So he's probably had over 60 odd games from a coaching point of view. So he had all that together, and it's 200 and something times. So he's a good bugger. He's an icon of Manawatu rugby, and he's done a fantastic job with our forwards. And so yeah, we'll miss him. But, might be able to con him. It's a short season next week, 7 weeks, so we might be able to con him to coming back and doing a bit.
So last game of the home season tonight, how do you sum up the year?
It's a year of frustration. I think from a home point of view, we fronted pretty well. We should have beaten Waikato tonight, and we should have beaten Canterbury earlier in the year. We beat Tasman and beat Wellington. we're right in the game against Hawke's Bay, and so I think we've fronted reasonably well at home, and I think the home crowd helps that, and we've just got to get up a bit more when we travel.
Great, well thank you for that, Dave, and we'll see you here next year.
Cool.
The Turbos defended well right to the end, but couldn't quite hold on to their lead, losing to Waikato 25-27. It's been a season of highs and lows for the Manawatu side, but the unwavering support of home fans has seen them through to the end. And on that note, the winner of our 2 signed Turbos balls are Ricky 22B and Warren 12B. Congratulations, and we'll see you here next year. Casey Anglin, Turbo TV.